and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. Here are the games coming out the week of September 5th, 2017. The first game on today's video is Knack 2. This is coming out on PlayStation 4. The rating is everyone 10 and up. The content descriptors are fantasy violence. This is an action-adventure game in which players help a golem-like hero protect the world from an evil goblin force. From a third-person perspective, players use punches, jump attacks, and various super moves to defeat human soldiers and fantasy creatures. As players progress through the game, Knack can grow in size and battle larger enemies including tanks, mechanized battle units, and flying vehicles. That somewhat frantic combat is accompanied by impact sounds and mild explosions. Some sequences allow players to battle giant robots from a first-person perspective. Now let's take a look at Destiny 2. This is coming out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The rating is Teen. Content descriptors are blood, language, and violence. This is a first-person shooter in which players assume the role of a group defending humanity against an alien force. Players travel across futuristic landscapes and planets to battle hordes of enemy creatures, use pistols, machine guns, rocket launchers, and various elemental weapons to destroy enemies. Battles are frequent and are accompanied by realistic gunfire and large explosions. Cutscenes sometimes depict dramatic base battles and characters being shot, executed, and strangled. Splashes of red blood occasionally appear on the screen when players are injured. Some creatures emit splashes of black liquid when killed. Swear words are heard in the dialogue. Now let's take a look at Kobuto 5 First Battle. This is coming out on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. The rating is Teen. The content descriptors are fantasy violence and mild suggestive themes. Kobuto 5 First Battle is a bullet hell battle game which takes place on the Touhou universe. Take control of one of 9 Touhou characters and eliminate your opponents using bullet hell patterns, melee attacks, or spell cards. Reaching ear-tingling beats for each character, you might just find yourself dancing while you play. Share your high score from arcade and score attack mode. Show off your ability against skilled players from around the world. The game also supports local split screen 2-op versus mode, and of course this addition of fully featured online battle mode. Next up is Utawarerumono Mask of Truth. This is coming out on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. The rating is mature. The content descriptors are blood, partial nudity, sexual themes, strong language, and violence. This is a strategy role-playing game in which players help a hero regain her lost memories. From a 3/4 over her perspective, players explore the environment, interact with characters, and engage in turn-based battles and enemy soldiers. Players use swords, staff, magic spells to attack enemies, damage indicated by flashes of light, and hit point numbers. A handful of sequences depict large bloodstains on the ground and splashes of blood as a character slashes through an army of enemy soldiers. Large bloodstains may also appear on the player screen. The game contains some references to sexual material in the dialogue. Some sequences and gallery images depict characters partially nude with obscured breasts or buttocks. One prolonged sequence involves a character losing her underwear and exposing her groin. Swear words also appear in the dialogue. And the last game on the list today is Monster Hunter Stories. This is coming out on Nintendo 3DS. The rating is everyone 10 and up. The content descriptors are crude humor and fantasy violence. In Monster Hunter Stories, set off an adventure as a monster rider and bond with your monsters along the way. Venture into monster nests to collect eggs and hatch a wide variety of species with unique powerful skills. From team battles alongside monsters, crush opponents with combo attacks, and ride into the sunset as champion. Thank you to bensound.com for the music track. You can also follow Parents Guide to Games on Twitter at ParentsG2G, on Facebook at Parents Guide to Games. You check out our daily blog at parentsg2g.blogspot.com, and also email us with questions and concerns at parentsg2g@gmail.com. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.